Hello again, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block. So today we are going to do some building. I went out and I excavated a bunch of sand from that dune right there. We're lucky we have lots of sand at our disposal. So I got 3 stacks of 64, and then I had this 10 that I had left over from when I did a little digging out here. If you remember, this is all naturally occurring sandstone, which again, I'm not 100% sure about that, what the deal is, but it's there, and I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do with this piece of the house puzzle. Pick up my experience points for killing that spider. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I want to just kind of build a tower that kind of comes out. I kind of want to come around the side a little bit, so I may do that. I think I'm just going to start building and see where it takes us, and we'll go from there. So anyway, I got 3 stacks of 64. It takes 4 stacks of 64 sand to make a single stack of 64 sandstone. So I don't know if we're going to have quite enough, but we'll give it a try. I also brought some stairs along so we can play with that. My original thought was going to be to kind of come out here. I was maybe even going to just cut into the side of the house and make this kind of part of it. So let's do that. I'm just going to start tearing stuff up, and we'll see where we end up. I wanted to mention that I did go and watch Bubba Man 547. He has a video cast called Bub's World, I believe is what it is. And good videos. I watched one about, he made a mob elevator, an water elevator that carries a mob generator. That was stupid. Carries whatever the contents of a mob generator, what they generate, which you find them in dungeons, and we'll probably find one before too long, and we'll do something cool like that. But anyway, you have a mob generator, you create a water elevator that raises them all the way up to the surface, and then he brings them up through a tower and drops them down, and then he collects the stuff that they drop. So it's very cool. Very good idea, and I think he got it. He mentions who he got it from, but yeah, it's definitely a cool idea. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go right here. We're going to run into that tree, but we'll probably have... Well, let's just start building. So I was going to start with cobble, and it would be kind of partially cobble, partially sandstone at the bottom, and then it'll slowly turn into only sandstone. At least that was the idea. So I'll probably... anything that's exposed like this that isn't already sandstone, if it's just sand, I'm going to take it out and replace that with sandstone. And I went through a bunch of shovels. I probably went through 10 or 15 stone shovels when I was doing that gathering work. So let's see, if I take this and this, and I'll probably go ahead and take this out. We'll make a cobblestone floor. So anyway, that was one thing I wanted to say. You can safely go check out his videos. They were clean, and he was very interesting, did a good job. You can tell he put a lot of effort into them. And then, yeah, I was going to make some signs today as well, possibly. Put some signs on our chests in the cellar so that we know what's in each one, because we're going to have a lot. And the one thing I want to do really soon, if not, probably not this episode since we're going to spend time building, but within the next couple of episodes, I definitely want to get a farm going over there, and I think that'll be cool. And one of the things I want to do with that, just have the ability to be a little more self-sustaining with our food. We will also get cows, but it's just easier. It's easier to go grab some wheat, make some bread, and make enough bread. You know, spend a game day every once in a while making bread, and then you don't have to worry about going and hunting cattle and turning them into beef. So anyway, I kind of like this little natural area up here, so I'm going to leave this. This will be kind of the part that we don't mess with. And let's grab sand. Yeah, I don't know how interesting it's going to be watching me, but you guys can, at least you can see kind of how I go about this, what my thought process is. I think a lot of what I am going to value, I think what I'll probably also do here is expand these windows, so this right here, what's going to be cobble, will probably turn into glass. And that's kind of the way I do this, is I get the basic structure down how I want it, and then I'll start taking pieces out and putting different materials in. So we probably want to start, we want to mix it up a little bit, have some sand and some cobblestone in here, and then have it turn into all sand eventually. So we'll see. This may look lame. It may not be anything like what I envisioned, or it may be genius. It'll be all the rage. People will start doing it all the time. Yeah. So then, yeah, like I said, farming. Oh, diamonds. I found diamonds. Like I promised you guys I was going to do a little more digging in our grand staircase, and I ran into diamonds, and I actually ran into bedrock and then ran into diamonds, which is what I told you would happen and did. So I want to go show that. I'm trying to think about this. I kind of don't want this to be too square out here. Let's see. I don't want it to just be a big square. Let's go down and make sure that we like the direction that we're headed with this. Luckily we've got our staircase here. We're going to have to make a way to get up and down from there easier, but I want to just make sure that we like it from the outside. I built a house last time in the previous world that I was in. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a little bit big. I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. It's gonna I'll probably not go too much higher than that, and then I'll have another piece of the tower that goes out off there. Anyway, I built a really big house, and I had a really cool kind of design for it from the inside, how I wanted it to look, and I didn't really think too much about the outside. And when I got done building it and kind of went and evaluated it from the outside, it was not. It wasn't as cool as I thought it was. So I want to be a little more thoughtful about it this time. I was thinking it would be cool on the inside for this to be completely covered with sandstone, so I might line the walls with sandstone. I'm not sure. I might not too. I don't know. I thought it would just be cool to come into this big open room, because kind of my plan was to use this for kind of a ballroom type area, make this a big glass lookout that goes this way, and then put some windows over here, and this would be kind of a big ballroom. And then stairs that go up to a tower, so there would be a ceiling right around there. So I'm going to get kind of walled off so that we can work on this during the night at least a little bit. And probably the best way to do that, let's get some stairs going up. These will just be temporary because we'll do something a little bit different eventually. Whoops. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is just going to be a temporary solution to our stair problem, but we'll move these eventually. You can kind of just work your way up like that. All right, and then I don't know if I did. I brought enough cobblestone. All right, so let's see. I'm just trying to think what's going to be the best way to be able to work at night, because things can spawn and come down through there. So I think I'll probably make this more or less the ceiling level. I think I just will make that the ceiling level. That'll make things a little easier. So again, I'm holding down shift. If you don't want to have to worry about where you're going, kind of hold down shift when you're building, and it gives you the freedom to be able to kind of go out on ledges like this and get around corners and move backwards and not have to worry too much about where you're going. And I'm walling in my stair area. I don't want to do that. We'll come back to that. So yeah, we're just going to roof this in. This will actually, I think this is pretty good. I think we're actually on the right track here. So this will give us kind of our first level down there, and then we will build on top of this. And if we get up high enough, it's a lot easier to build at night. You don't feel quite as in danger as you would normally. Let's see, put one right there. All right, so yeah, so now we've got now we've got a decent kind of grand living. It's probably more of a living room. We probably don't have a ballroom in this house. This is we want it to be a comfortable adventuring house, but this is not the castle. This is not going to be our final abode. Let's see. I really like what we've got going here, so I'm going to keep going on this. We'll work a little bit here at night. If we put some light up here, we'll have a better chance of not having some things spawn in. This won't be our lighting solution, but alright, so I think what I want to do is have this be the living room. We'll do some cool stuff with glass and have, big glass there, big glass here, so we can watch sunrises and sunsets. And then I guess I better wall off a little bit over here. There we go. I don't know how much we need, but that'll probably do it. That'll probably make us safe enough for now. I'm trying to think of where things can come in. They can probably come in from up here as well. They definitely can come in, so we'll get this. I want to be semi-safe. Don't have to be perfectly safe, but I want to be semi-safe for our night work. Okay, cool. So this, and that door is going to be able to go away, and so is this. This will just open up. In fact, we'll go ahead and do that. This will just kind of open up into our great room. And then we'll probably move this wall out a little bit. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. And as long as nothing has spawned up here yet, it's funny, I walled that off and now I'm going to be walking around over here. As long as nothing has spawned up here yet, we're relatively safe. We just have to keep an eye. The more dangerous thing up here is that we could be kind of over here hanging out, looking over the edge, and spider or something drills us and we go off the edge and die, and all this work would be for naught. So anyway, I got about a couple minutes left on this video, so probably do a little more talking about what I'm going to do here than anything. So I'm going to make this this will be the tower proper. I think I like that idea, so I think I'll probably start it back here. Let's see what. Whoa! I don't want to fall through. Yeah, I'll probably, just like what's here already, I'll probably just go right up out of this. And so right along here, I'll probably leave a little bit. I'll probably leave this little bit of a ledge and make that into like a little viewing area that you can pop out. Put a railing up here. Move the stairs, but this will probably just be a single tower structure that goes right along here, or maybe even right along here. Yeah, probably right there. So let's just mark it off real quick. I think what I'm going to do is, because I want to, like I said, I want to make sure that it looks decent from the outside as well. I think something like that, and then I'll just go straight up with it, and then a spiral staircase that goes up through the middle, and then we'll make a deck on top that we can do some viewing from, and that will be our tower. I am pretty excited about that. We'll do some cool lighting on the way up. Oh, real quickly, I have 30 seconds left. I might be able to get down there and show you. I wanted to show you that we found diamonds and that we got all the way to the bottom. So we are obviously somewhat significantly above sea level to start with, and then we come down here and you can see right down there, that is bedrock, that black stuff. The first time I ever saw it, I was like, ooh, I better get a special diamond pick so I can mine this, and it's not actually mineable. And you can see those little flakes coming up in the air. We're going to get a buzzer. Yep, that's our buzzer. I actually have maybe a minute or so left. So anyway, really quickly, this is, you see these little flakes. You see how I can't see very far at all? And if I go up a little bit, then my viewing area expands. That is, the closer you get to bedrock, you get this kind of fog. And I don't know if it's like a gas or something that it's emulating, but you can just kind of, you can tell that it's really thick air down here, and then those little flecks that kind of come up through the ground. That means that we are at bedrock level, and that is diamonds. So if we take our iron pickaxe, and I'm not sure how many we're going to find. I wanted to do this live for you guys so we could share it. So we got 2 at least, and there's a couple more, and you can see this is really, that is probably about as low as you can go. I don't know that I've ever seen, well, you can dig down actually one more. That right there is probably the lowest point in the game because that is about 3 levels below the first occurrence of bedrock. So anyway, you get the idea. We found ourselves some diamonds. I was very excited about that, and I wanted to share it with you, but now I am out of time, so I'm going to let you guys go, and tomorrow I will probably have a little bit more done on the tower, and we'll cap it off together, and you guys can help me out with it. So anyway, tell your friends, check it out at minecraftontheblock.blogspot.com for screenshots and comments, and I'll talk to you soon.